Think back just a decade or so. Voice assistants barely understood simple commands, product recommendations were generic, and spam filters still let far too many unwanted messages through. Fast forward to now, and your smartphone can translate whole sentences in real time, suggest articles tailored to your interests, and catch most phishing emails before they ever reach your inbox. The common denominator in these advances is machine learning, ML, a branch of artificial intelligence that teaches computers to recognize patterns in data and make decisions with minimal human intervention. At its heart, machine learning is about feeding algorithms lots of examples. Photos labeled cat or dog, customer histories tagged churn or stay, voice recordings paired with their transcripts, and then letting the algorithms find the hidden rules that map inputs to outputs. The more data you provide, the better these models become at generalizing, so they can correctly identify new, unseen inputs. Under the hood, this involves mathematical optimization, neural networks, or other statistical methods, but you don't have to be a data scientist to appreciate what they accomplish. Take personalized recommendations, for instance. Whether you're shopping online or binge-watching a streaming service, you've likely noticed that the more you use the platform, the more attuned its suggestions become. Movie recommendations aren't random. They're generated by ML models that analyze your viewing history alongside millions of others. They look for users with similar tastes and recommend films or shows you haven't seen yet. The same principle powers e-commerce. Customers like you also bought isn't a marketing line. It's a data-driven insight into purchasing patterns that guides you toward products you might actually want. Then there's natural language processing, NLP, which has exploded into every corner of our digital lives. Virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistant transcribe your speech, interpret your intent, and fetch answers in milliseconds. Chatbots handle routine customer service queries, freeing human agents to tackle more complex issues. Even your email's spam filter and your document's grammar checker rely on NLP. These systems were once brittle, fail to phrase something just right, and they'd freeze. Today's ML-powered models are far more robust, learning from the vast diversity of human language online to understand context, slang, and nuance. Routing and navigation offer another clear example. Modern mapping apps do so much more than plot a path between point A and point B. They tap into real-time traffic data, historical commute patterns, and even your past departures to predict how long your trip will actually take. ML models digest gigabytes of GPS traces to learn which roads get clogged at what times and dynamically reroute you around congestion. It's not just a static map, it's an adaptive learning system that improves with every car, truck, or bike it tracks. On a smaller scale, your smartphone's camera is a triumph of ML. From the moment you point and shoot, it's running a small orchestra of AI models. Face detection to focus on people, scene recognition to adjust color balance, low light enhancement to brighten dark scenes without blowing out highlights. Portrait mode, where the background blurs just enough to make your subject pop, is powered by neural networks trained on millions of photos. What used to require expensive DSLR gear and manual tweaking is now automatic and instantaneous. Health and fitness apps are riding the ML wave too. Smartwatches monitor your heart rate, sleep patterns, and activity levels, then use algorithms to detect anomalies or suggest personalized workouts. Some apps can even analyze your voice during a workout to estimate your fatigue level or stress. Wearable devices collect a steady stream of biometrics, and ML models learn your baseline patterns, warning you if something seems off. This can range from hydration reminders to alerts about irregular heart rhythms that might merit a doctor's visit. Machine learning's influence also extends behind the scenes into services we rarely see directly. Content delivery networks, CDNs, use machine learning to predict which videos or assets will be most in demand in different regions, preloading them to servers closer to you so playback is instant. Advertising platforms use it to bid in real time on ad impressions the moment a page loads, choosing which ad is most likely to engage you. Financial institutions deploy fraud detection models that flag suspicious transactions within milliseconds, based on your typical spending patterns and the collective behavior of millions of users. Of course, with great power comes great responsibility. Relying on ML means trusting algorithms that can inherit biases in their training data, make inexplicable errors, or leak personal information if they're not properly secured. That's why the field of responsible AI has emerged, stressing transparency, fairness, and privacy. Developers now audit models for bias, deploy differential privacy to protect individual data points, and build interpretability tools so that predictions come with explanations. When you think about it, machine learning has really become the invisible engine in nearly every app you use. It's in your camera, your shopping cart, your navigation app, and your personal assistant. It spots spam, powers chatbots, predicts traffic, and even monitors your health. What started as a handful of academic experiments has transformed into a technology that pours intelligence into everyday software, making it smarter, more personal, and increasingly proactive. As we look ahead, the role of ML will only deepen. The next wave of applications will blend multiple AI capabilities, vision, language, decisioning, into cohesive anticipatory services. Imagine a virtual home assistant that knows your schedule, detects when you're stressed by your tone of voice, recommends a yoga routine, orders your groceries, and adjusts your thermostat, all in one seamless flow. Or educational software that adapts in real time to your learning style, pinpointing gaps in your understanding and offering targeted exercises. None of this happens by magic. Each advance depends on data, lots of it, alongside advances in algorithms, compute power, and infrastructure. But the goal remains the same: to create software that learns from experience, understands context, and enhances our lives without demanding constant configuration or oversight. So next time you tap your screen and let an app recommend a song, navigate through rush hour traffic, or identify an unfamiliar plant with a photo, take a moment to appreciate the tangled web of data and algorithms at work. Machine learning is no longer confined to research labs or giant tech campuses. It's woven into the fabric of our daily routines, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary, all by teaching machines to learn from us and with us.